Recording in progress, says Zoom. And that means that we are recording this Zoom call. And so first, welcome, Webnutzer Gemeinschaft. That means something like web user community. And here we got mentors, so people who help others, like for example, Christian. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Elmar. Nice to see you.
Thank you so much. So Christian, I call him Christian. He is actually in Mallorca, but traveling the world a lot. And our specialist for Paraiba. And well, then that's me. Blockchain orientated, could I say so? But that's all not that important. The important person and matter today is Toni. Yeah. And he is, hi Toni, and he is the one who will explain us now about a token, which seems to be for us here in this community that important, the first time in our history we do a video in English. Yeah, that's it. So Toni, Cairo Token, why do we think that this token is that important and has such a great future that
Perfect.
we do that in English? Why do we do that? You explain that to us now.
Yes, perfect. Nice to be here. First, I want to introduce myself a little bit. So my name is Jean-Antonio Tuara. I'm 29 years old. I'm in the crypto space active from 2014. My English is not the best, so I'm sorry for it because I'm born in Austria, but I think everybody will understand what I want to explain today. And the last 2 years, I was specific go into yield farming, liquidity mining, because we was fascinated from the DeFi projects, and we was fascinated.
DeFi means what for people who don't know that yet?
Decentralized finance. So that are systems who runs on smart contracts. That smart contracts are like normal contracts. When you want to buy a house, yes, you sign that contract, and then that what is on the contract is the law. And like that, you can think like smart contracts. When you put that smart contracts on the blockchain, nobody can change that smart contract anymore. So even the owner who write that smart contract cannot change it anymore. So all what written in the smart contract is a law. Yes. So when it's right there for E, you get B, then you will get it and nobody can change it. Yes.
It's like written in stone, right? Written in stone.
Yeah, written in stone. Exactly. Yes. And that was fascinating because, you know, before you always have must to trust a company or a CEO or people, and, you know, people can make mistakes. Yes. But something what it's written in the code cannot make mistakes after what a human is doing. So it's like Satoshi Nakamoto, the owner of Bitcoin, was say, don't trust people, trust the code. And Bitcoin, it's the best example for a project what it's 100% DeFi. Nobody know who is the owner of Bitcoin, and nobody needs to know because it's go all automatically, and it's all in the blockchain. Yeah, and it's 100% transparent. And that it's the nice things what DeFi brings with us. New projects, like normally only banks can do that business, and they're making like 100, 200 years long, like lending, borrowing, or liquidity mining. And that things now we can do with that DeFi products, what it's come. And that is how it was come that we was self make it like with on the peak with 25 million, we was make liquidity mining. What it is, I will explain after. And we pull out a lot of profits, yes, millions. And my business partner was telling me, okay, hey, we have now so much experience. Let's start our own project and show the people how we make this money. Because a lot of people, even people who are 5-6 years in the crypto market, don't know that business, and that business is very crazy. Yes. So what is Cairo Finance? Cairo Finance is the first ever deflationary yield aggregator. Yes. Cairo is a yield optimizer for the Binance Smart Chain and have his own deflationary stacking contract. Yes. So what it's meaning, what is a yield optimizer or what is a yield aggregator? You must understand with DeFi, it comes decentralized exchanges. So we have centralized exchanges like Binance, FTX, KuCoin, Coinbase, Bitpanda. I think a lot of people know them. So what is the difference? There are companies behind, there are CEOs behind. So that it's mean when you put your coins on that centralized exchange, it's not your coins anymore because not your key, not your coin. And it was have a lot of big exchanges who goes down or went with that money. Yes. So, but in a decentralized exchange, here is no admin, no manager, because it's running all on smart contracts. Yes. So here you don't must give your money out. Yes. So here you don't must trust people. Here you must trust only the code. So nobody can make here shit. Yes. And you go here on PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap is one of the biggest decentralized exchange for the Binance Smart Chain, and you can swap your coins. Like when you want to change BNB and Cake, you connect your MetaMask wallet with this site. Okay, so nobody asks you about registration, nobody asks you about KYC, nobody asks you from where is that money, and it's don't have regulation for countries like Russia cannot trade or India or I don't know. So everybody can use this, and that is why a lot of people are on decentralized exchanges, and a lot of new projects list their token on these exchanges. Yes. Maybe to say PancakeSwap, it's 2 billion coin and have, I don't know, 6 billion, 10 billion assets under management on their exchange. And I don't know, 30 million trades. So it's very big. Yes. So, and for that, you come here, you connect your wallet and you say, okay, I want to change BNB and Cake. You connect your wallet, you press the button, and then in 1 second, you change it. So your MetaMask send the BNB, and in that same moment, you will get the Cake. So, and for that, you must pay a commission. And that commission gets people who put that 2 coins as liquidity. You understand? So because it's no company, no people behind it, it's all written in contracts, it must have people who put here BNB and Cake for you to change it. So, and that is what we do here. We put liquidity to decentralized exchanges like banks do in exchange house. When you fly to Turkey and you change euro and in US dollar, you must pay fees. It's not for free. Okay. And that fee the banks get. So in that situation, we get that fee, and that it's a lot. Okay. So, and we can go here on PancakeSwap and see, okay, let's look what are the coins, what are the assets with the most exchange and with the most profits. And here you see, when you provide now GME and BNB as liquidity, okay, we see here are like 500,000 liquidity only in that pairs, you get 259% yearly. From where comes that money? From that fees what people must pay when they change GME in BNB or BNB in GME. So that it's meaning as much people are changing that asset, as much percent you get. So, and that what you learn today from me, nobody will tell you, because the VC or the whales in that game like us don't want to show you that business, because as much liquidity are here, or better to say, the more people do this business, with more people you must split that profit. Yeah, the profit. So, and that it's because, let's make an example, here are not 400,000 liquidity, here are 4 million liquidity. So then you will not get 285, everybody will get 25%. It's like Bitcoin mining, more miner, less Bitcoin what you can share. So, and that what I show you today, it's crazy. It's real, and you don't have like risk. You put here liquidity, people change it, pay fee, and that fee you get. So, and what is our product? Our product, we was create an auto compound script. So what it's meaning that we have a script who interrogate with that DEX. Yes. So with the biggest DEX on the smart chain, we integrate with that project. So you put your money here. but you do it with our auto compound script. So then your profits, what you will make daily, we will automatic recompound it. So, and that it's go all automatic with codes with smart contracts. Yes. So now you have the compound effect. And Albert Einstein, one of the smartest men in the world, was say the 8th world wonder is the compound effect. Yes, because look here, we have here 258% a year. When I put here 258% a year and we compound this daily, okay, then we make 1,207%. That it's a big difference. And here you see the compound effect. And of course, you can come and say, I don't need your auto compound, I do it self. But then you must do it 365 days every day, because you will get here commission in cake. That cake you must swap in 0.5% CME, 0.5% BNB, and that you must make every day. So it's with a lot of work. And when you don't have internet, or you are working, or you are somewhere, you cannot do it. And that is why a lot of liquidity miner, and that are a lot of people. And every new coin, what it's come out on the Binance Smart Chain will list on PancakeSwap. And therefore, there need people who put liquidity. And that people need our auto compound script. Because when we make banner ads, and that people who put here money, and that it's a lot, see, hey, I don't make 250%, I make 1,200%, what you think will happen? They will change their assets and put it and make it with our script. And that is our first project, and that is why we are a yield optimizer for the Binance Smart Chain. So you make the yield on PancakeSwap, but we optimize your real yield with our auto compound script. So how it will look, you will go on our website, then you will see here the pools, what we have. You see the money goes into PancakeSwap, yes? So the money, it's never on Cairo Finance. And here they are the percent what you make. So, and that percent what you make every day, it will be compound, and you can go in and out how you want. It's no locking time, it's no limit. You can put as much as you want, but when you go out, you must pay 1% withdrawal fee and 30% performance fee. From the 30% performance fee, the half goes to the team because it have no team token. So that it's very interesting to understand. The team cannot dump the coin. The team must make that project successful to earn money, because the team only gets money from the performance fee. And the half of the performance fee goes buyback into the Cairo token. So that it's meaning everybody who hold Cairo token have shares of the performance fee. Yeah. So, and what is also very interesting to understand, every coin outside there, even let's say Bitcoin, okay? And I don't say Cairo is better than Bitcoin, okay? It's something different. We are yield optimizer, but Bitcoin needs new investor. Bitcoin need big community, big institution, big companies who buy Bitcoin to go up to 200, 300,000. Okay, maybe every 4 years it's the halving and the miners will push the price, but for real gains, Bitcoin need new buyers. Cairo Finance will need every time new buyers. Why? Let's make an example. We have 100 million, and 100 million, it's not a lot, okay? PancakeSwap have 6 billion, okay? But let's say we have only 100 million. And we don't make 600%, 1,000%, what I will show you, because that I will show you after. Let's say we make only 70%, yes? So from 100 million, what are on PancakeSwap, we make 70%, that are 70 million. Of 70 million, we put 30% performance fee out, that are 21 million. The half goes to team and 10 million goes buyback in our coin. And for that, we don't need new buyers or new people. And that every time will happen. So, and then that coins will pump, because now it's the bear market. Then the coin will pump and the coin will make 5x, 10x. Then we don't have 100 million, then we have 500 million or 1 billion. And then more performance fee will generate and more buyback will happen. What will happen with the price of Cairo? It will go up. So, and that is the crazy thing on our system. And yes, it's have also a lot of other yield aggregators. But very important is to understand we work with the biggest exchange in the smart chain. And that is safer because not everybody can list a farming pool on PancakeSwap. here, yes, to be official. So to be official here, PancakeSwap make dual digital, so they control that companies, is the market cap all right, who is behind that company, and so on and so on, so that it's more safer than to work with some randoms DEXs or yield aggregator. Yes, it's the same like when you want to work with Binance or you want to work with exchange what you never was here in Africa or something, you know what I mean. So and what it's also very important, what we will have, because it's have a lot of people who say, okay, I don't, for me too risky, up and down, and I don't know. We will have stable coins also who say, okay, I don't want to have that risk, but I know we have inflation and I need to do something with my money. We will have stable coins also, like here, you put like USDC and USDT. So there you don't have risk for up and down, and you make like 4% a year. With our auto compounder, maybe 5 or 10. And that is for some people a lot of money. And you see, because some people say, okay, what is 4%? But you see here are 68 million because they don't have risk, and better than to have that cash on the bank where maybe I must pay some commission also. So here you get % for that, only because people are changing that coins. So the second product, what we have, and we will have more products, yes, but the second product, what I want to introduce you is our own staking contract, what makes Cairo deflationary. And that it's very important to understand, because it's have a lot of staking coins outside, and they give minting and a lot of things, yes. But the problem is, when you have staking, yes, first of all, your coin must be limited. Your asset must be limited. We see when gold, Bitcoin is limited, price raise. Why? Because it's limited. Or in the NFTs, you see a collection have 5,000, 10,000 pieces, it's limited, price go up, crazy. So the Cairo coin is limited 100 million pieces. It don't have more, yes? So when you put Kairos in this staking contract, 100% of that, what you put in that staking contract, gets burned. So that money is gone, but you will get 1% daily up to 365%. What it's meaning? You put 1,000 Kairos and you will get out 3,650 Kairos. But the 1,000 Kairo what you put in gets burned. So now the people thinking, okay, from where it's coming this money, or from where it's coming that coins. So now you must understand, 100 million we have. From that 100 million max supply, 51% will be locked in the staking contract. So that it's meaning 51 million tokens will be locked in that staking contract. And from them, we will take this 1%. So now you must understand that staking contract, it's an incentive for people who trust us and say, okay, I want to go long-term with that company, okay? And I want to maximize my coins. And what you must understand, when that 51 million tokens are gone because are circularized supply, so the people pull out of the staking contract at 51 million, then the staking contract ends. So not only our coins are limited, also our staking product is limited. So that it's meaning when 14 million coins will be locked in the staking contract and will be burned, then the max is reached, and then nobody can invest anymore, nobody can compound anymore, and everybody can only cash out. Because when you put 14 million and you make 365%, then it's 51 million, yes? So then the staking contracts ends. And now a lot of people thinking, okay, but what is then the use case, or for what I need then the Cairo token? And that you must understand, the people who have then the most Kairos have the most influence on the project, because we are 100% DeFi. So when a new project or something must be changed, you must make a voting. And that people who have the most Kairos have the most influence. Yes, because when they say yes or no, the people who have more Kairos have more influence. The second use case is that people who have the most Kairos, that people have the most shares of all performance fee what we make on that platform, and that are a lot. We have here 30% commission fee on the auto compounder, So, and I was make examples with 100 millions. Yes. So we will have, when you look at our roadmap, we will have, or let's make here it's better, we will have lotteries. So everybody can buy tickets, and then it's a pool, and from that pool we will take 20%, and then we will have some winners. So 20% fee. With also we will make buyback. We will have farm pot. Farm pot, it's like that auto compound system, what I will show you, where you can make 500, 600%, but only one can win, and everybody else get the money back. So nobody can lose, but only one guy can get all the profits. What is also nice, yes? And the other people get only the invest back. We have the Cairo Maximizer, that is our staking contract, but limited, yes? So when that 52 million tokens are circularized supply, it's finito. We will launch NFTs. So from that money, what we raise, 50% will go buyback in our token. And we will have prediction. Prediction is like trading in 5 minutes, where you can say price go up or down. And then in the 5 minutes, we will see, or the contracts will see what you bet, and then you can win or lose. So, and all that commissions, yes, will go buyback in Cairo token, and also will help that 1% to be always liquidity on the exchange, that the people who have also a lot of Kairos can always buy and sell Kairos, yes? So, and when you hold Kairos, you have shares of that performance fee. And when you have a lot of shares. So that is the use case of Kairos, yes? When you have a lot of Kairos, you have a lot of shares of that performance fee. And two things, what are very important, and then I'm ready. We don't have team token, first of all, that it's very important to know. And the liquidity, what we put on PancakeSwap, because in, let's look, in 14 days, we will list the coin, yes, on PancakeSwap and BabySwap, that is our first partner. So we have also partnerships with other companies already. That liquidity will be locked on Unicrypt network. What it's meaning that when you put liquidity on an exchange, you get LP tokens, and that LP tokens will be locked on Unicrypt network. So that it's meaning even the owner of that contract, and even the people who put liquidity for the exchange to always be liquid, people can buy and sell, cannot cash out that money anymore. So rug pull is impossible. And to be 100% sure, we will get audit from Certic. Certic is a company who audits smart contracts. So what they are doing, they look at that smart contract, they test that smart contract, they look if it's hack proof, and so on. It's like when you buy a car and you put it to inspection, and then they look, okay, it's all good, and what is the price, and so on. And we will get certificate of them, yes. And that is why you can be sure that it's like 100% legit and all it's okay. So, and we will get not only one, we will get 2 audits, so to be double safe. And the first audit we will get from a Germany company called Solid Proof, yes. And so we will have 2 certificates, two audits to be really safe. Nothing can happen, yes. So, and that 2 points, we are now in the ICO, yes. So that it's meaning you can buy now the coin before we list. What are the benefits? The benefits are you must pay first of all commission, because when we are listing, you must pay 10% when you buy or 10% when you sell our coin, because that fee also we will put back in liquidity to grow our liquidity on the exchange. So you don't have to pay fee. Second benefit, you can buy now 10% under the listing price. So we will list of $1, you can buy now for 90 cents and must pay commission. So it's like 20%. You can buy more Kairos now. But what is very important to understand, it's only like 1.4 million left to raise. When that it's full, we don't sell any token anymore, only then on exchange. And we have only 14 days left. So after that 14 days, even if we sell out or not, we will list, because our goal was 1 million. And that 1 million we raised already in the private sale that was without marketing, that was only private investors, and that we was raised in 18 days. So that was go crazy, because a lot of media and was speak about us, like Yahoo Finance. You can read the articles. ICO Speaks, Street Insider, Market Watch. So very, very big names.
Speak ist ein Lied der US-amerikanischen Rockband Godsmack. Das Lied wurde am 4.
So very big partners, very big media article will speak about it. You can look also in YouTube or Reddit, everywhere they speak about us, our Twitter account, and so on. And yes, that is our project, and it's something new. That tokenomics I see in no token. So it's all my experience and all my all my experience what I have from 2014 and the specific the last 2 years, 3 years in that passive income with crypto coins is in this project. And one thing more, and then I'm ready. Why we are deflationary? So we have 100 million token. 52 million will be locked. So then 14 million tokens will go in the staking contract. They will get burned. So, but that 14 million pull out 52 million. But we have less than 100 million tokens then. Why? Because that 14 million, what goes inside, get destroyed, get burned. So we have, after that staking and after the people pull out so much Kairos, less Kairos than before. And that is why we are deflationary.
Incredible.
Yeah. Any questions?
Very, very impressive here. Toni, thanks a lot. A lot of informations. For people who will hear it the first time, for sure the mind is maybe blowing.
Of course, yes.
But it's important to listen to this maybe 2-3 times. Yeah. I mean, we have crazy times, like gold digging times. There are so many great products, as we know, Elmar, in this community, web user community. But this is, I think, special, and that's why I'm so interested here. One question to the staking, as far as I got it right, the staking is limited to 1 year, right?
No, it's not limited by time, it's limited by coins. So it can go 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, yes? So when that
14 million coins, when they are in the staking, then the staking is over.
Yes, and now, you know, a lot of people think, okay, 14 million is not a lot, but that is why the price of Cairo will grow very fast, because everybody who put that coins in that maximizer cannot sell all of their coins. They can sell only 1%. So that it's meaning you take a lot of sell pressure out of the market. So everybody will make here nice passive income, but nobody will sell 100% of their coins because they are gone. Yes. So, but other people will buy that token, and that is why the token will raise very fast. And when it's the token $5 or $10, and that will happen very fast, then 14 million tokens are like by $10, 114 millions. Yes. So, and that staking contract can go very, very long, because when the price will explode, 14 million tokens is a lot. Then when the price of Cairo will be $100 or $200, yeah. And that is what you must understand, yes. And maybe that I also was forget. Thank you to remind me with the staking contract. When the staking contract will start, that it will be Q2. You also have the possibility to referral friends. Yeah, you will get 10% in the first line and 10% on 10 levels, each 1%. Yes, so 10 level first line and 10 levels each 1%. You will get on your deposit and on all reinvests. Yes, but that Cairo tokens you will get deposited in your staking contract, and on that you will get 365%. So that it's meaning every commission, what you will make on that, you will get 365%, and you can cash them out 1% daily.
All right. Maybe we stop for a second screen sharing. Okay. And as Christian said, a lot of information, and probably people might have some questions. So let's go first to the auto compounder, which is running on PancakeSwap. Yeah, to make that clear what that does mean. So PancakeSwap is a decentralized exchange. It's a swap, right? Where you can swap or change different assets, always pairs. For example, if you imagine you go on a market and you have potatoes and beans, there you can change potatoes against beans or beans against potatoes. And then there is another pair you are able to trade, which would be, for example, fruits, strawberries against apple, apple against strawberries, right? But it's always such a trading pair, right? Now, on a centralized exchange like Binance, then there are people who are responsible that there is enough vegetable and enough fruits inside this exchange. Because if people would like to change something, to swap something, then there has to be some, as we say it here in this business, liquidity, some assets, some vegetables or fruits, right? And this liquidity comes, for example, from those people who are listing their coins in centralized exchanges. They have to put their tokens there so that someone can buy them, because if they are not there, you can't get them, right?
Yes.
And now we come to the decentralized exchange, PancakeSwap, which is one of the biggest. And here there's no owner. It's a decentralized system like Bitcoin. Bitcoin has no owner. There's no management. The management is an algorithm. It's mathematics, nothing else. There's a code running. And that runs always the way it runs, and that's always the same way. And it's always the correct way. You cannot change it. You cannot manipulate it. Same here on a decentralized exchange, on such a swap like PancakeSwap. Now, who is taking care that there is the liquidity? These are people like, well, not like you and me, more like you than me, because you are the insider. These are insiders who know that they can put liquidity, so let's say fruits and vegetables, pairs, trading pairs, into this decentralized exchange, right?
Yes.
Now, imagine, in case you want to change now potatoes against beans, then you have to pay nuts as a commission, as a fee, right? So there is a place where you can go and change potatoes against beans, and then there's one person holding a pot there and says, well, if you want to do that swap, you have to pay me some nuts. And these nuts, they have one big advantage. With these nuts, you can trade everything against everything. So if we translate nuts now, it's money, what we have in our real world, because with money, you can buy everything, all right? But on these trading pairs, you can only trade one asset against the other one. So now, if people put in liquidity, then the person who is trading has to pay a fee, right? And this fee is the nuts in our example. That does mean if you put liquidity there, any assets, for example, potatoes and beans, people want to change it, you get nuts, means money. And this is in fact interest on your investment as a liquidity miner. Is that correct?
Yes.
All
and
right.
Also, you must understand, even when you are in the crypto game or you want to start in the crypto game, you buy coins and that coins are on your wallet. So, but why to risk that coins only if that coin goes up or down when you can put it somewhere as liquidity and make a passive income with it? And that is the clue, and that it's crazy what possibility and opportunity we have here.
And now we come to the super clue. And that is why I explained that in this way. Now you have to understand that what you do now with your auto component, to make that clear, is to say to the person who keeps the pot there and says, every swap you do, you have to pay me a fee, you have to pay me that. So now what you do is you make a special offer to these people who keep their pot there. And you say, well, actually you have, for example, let's say 500% per year profit through these fees you get for putting in liquidity, right? This is your profit. Now, if you want to rise your profit, you would use the money you get here to rebuy liquidity and put it in again. But that is something you have to do in a manual way. Now, with our auto compounder, you can do that fully automatically. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that would mean if you did it, and that is what Albert Einstein said, the eighth world miracle, right? You have so much more money so that from 500 something percentages normal profit, you would have with this auto compounding maybe 28,000% profit per year. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now let us ask you, the person who is watching this video. Imagine Tony came to you and said, okay, you actually have 500% profit. You want to have 28,000. Yes, of course. What can I do? Well, just click here. That's it. Switch on our auto compounder. We'll say, that's all. And what does that cost me? And then Tony says, well, let's make a deal. A deal you can't decline. Give me 30%. Right? That's what you do.
Of course.
They have to give you, they make much more profit. So from 500 to, let's say, 28,000 for as an example. But they have to give you 30% from that, which is around 9,000, or let's say 10,000 even. So finally, they choose between I make 500%, actually right now, or I make 18,000%. And this difference is what you get. And half of that you use to buy your own token, right?
Yes.
To buy
so,
that Cairo token. Yes.
So that also not only we earn money with that idea, even our community, because everybody who holds Cairo tokens have share of that performance fee.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's something I did not get yet. So, and now to you, the person who's watching this video, you have to know one thing. Pancake Swap is doing per day a trading volume of in between 1.5 and $2 billion a day. That is what you have to understand. So now imagine these people who do the liquidity mining, they get this offer they can't decline. Can you imagine how much money this 30% at the end will be? And that does mean, if we split that by 50%, how much money is automatically going into the rebuy or into the purchase of Cairo token. And that by this reason, the token has, from my point of view, only one way, the way up, as they say here in our business, to the moon. Is that correct?
All the way up.
That's it.
All the way up, yes. Very good explanation, yes. That's what we do. And maybe I can show one thing more for the people to understand how easy it is and how much volume it must be to camp to make like 500% or 1,000% gains. So when we go here on PancakeSwap and we say, okay, let's list our token, and we say, okay, we want to pair it with USDT, and we say, okay, we put here like liquidity 1.5 million. So then we have a price of $1, and that what I was telling you, we will list at $1. So then when it's come people and say, okay, I want to buy Cairo, and it's coming a lot of people, and let's say it's coming like people with volume of 1 million. Okay, so then we have here 1 million more USDT, 1 million less Kairos, because the Kairos goes out of the exchange to the people, and the Cairo token will be $5. And that we are speaking here from 500%. And let's make that example. You put here 10,000. Okay, so, and let's say we will make 10x. It will come 2, 3, 4, 5 million liquidity, and it will be make 10x. So you have here 10,000. That 10,000 gets burned. So you have now 100,000. You cannot pull out that 100,000 because it gets burned. But you get 1% a day, and 1% a day of 100,000, it's $1,000. And that in 1 month, it's $30,000. What you can pull out in 1 month. You can pull that out every day, $1,000. And you make a lot of money, but for that, we don't have that big sell pressure on the market. But what happens with the big whales? Big whales buy a token, and then when the token will make 10x, 20x, they sell their bags and they sell it on you. And then the coin will make 80%, 90% retracement, and everybody will lose money. But here, when the people and the community trust this system and put it in the stacking contract, even when the coin make 10x, 20x, everybody will make a lot of money, but nobody can sell their bags, can sell all the coins on the community. And that is what is amazing on the stacking contract, not only the burn mechanism and the limited of that asset. Yes.
This is, I said, we can find the risk here. We tried it with everybody involved here in our community, talking about your project, and we still haven't found any risk. Could you please go back to, excuse me, sir?
Yeah, what I want to say, even look at that video and look at it 2, 3, 4 times and make questions, write it on a paper. And when we have a group and a lot of good questions, we can also make an Emma call in English where I'm coming again, and I will make it live. You can ask me that question and I will give you the answer of this question.
One last little thing. Could you please go back to the page, to that website you had just opened, and scroll down and then go to this a little bit more up? No, where have you been before? Where we have this maximizer.
That you mean?
No, let's go to the maximizer, please. And
here, you mean?
Yes, and there is a calculator, a little bit.
Yes.
This one. Right. So this is now about staking, right? So
yes,
you can do once they start and open the staking possibility for us, for the community. And let's say you would have, and now I say a number which I think makes sense. And we will explain that maybe in a second video in details. But let's say, what is the important thing here? You have to understand, the more tokens you have at the beginning, the longer and the more intensive you can take advantage of what you will see now, right? So let's go in here and say we start with 20,000 token, please. So if you can buy 20,000 token and you have 20,000 token, now the rate of interest is 1% per day, right? This is 365% a year, right? And now let's calculate that. And the interesting thing is what Albert Einstein means, the 8th world miracle. The blue line shows compounding. So you get interest, reinvest it, get interest, reinvest it, get interest, and it goes up, up, up like crazy. The yellow line is standard interest. And now we have to understand one thing. Only 52% around, a little bit less, is of these coins can go into the staking contract, 52%, right? They are locked. Now, if you get 365%, then you profit. Where do they pay the coins from, the tokens from? Well, they pay it from this amount of 52% of tokens. That does mean, and that is what you said before, and I would like to come back to that right now. if 14 million coins are in staking, the rest of this 52% of 100 million, which is the total volume of tokens, is needed to pay the 365% profit or interest, right? And that does mean once 14 million tokens are inside the staking, then there is not a single token anymore available to do the compounding, which is the blue line. Now, the thing is what you have to understand now, staking starts on day one of staking. You will tell us now when staking will really start, very soon. Now, if you have now 20,000 tokens, for example, then you have time until 14 million token will have been sold. Only within this time frame, you can do the compounding. And with every compounding means moving yourself here up on the blue line, right? Once these 14, and on every compounding you do, again, the interest you have or the reward you have goes into the staking contract because it's compounding, okay? That does mean with each compounding, the number goes closer up to 14 million, which is the maximum. And once this level is done, then it's over. Then you cannot do any more compounding, right? And you have to do the compounding every single day with a click on, I want to compound again and again and again. So the early birds here, two things. First, as much token as you can. Second, compounding every day as long as you can, if you want to walk up the blue line. So that was the last thing I would like to have explained to you.
Maybe also we will make one example, and then it's all I have also said all things. Let's make like with 5,000 because I think that it's more for.
That was 50,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 5,000. So
the zero can be important here in this game.
Yeah, because let's say it with 5,000 for. It's not a lot, but it's also not less. Yes, and if we have that possibility to stack recompound it for 1 year, we will make 143,000 tokens. So can you imagine when everybody from our community will recompound their investments and don't sell one token on the exchange? So we don't have sell price on exchange. All tokens will get reinvested, will get burned. So we reduce our supply. What do you think will happen with the price? That will happen. The same like what you do here with the recompound. And then we'll have $1, we will have maybe $2, $3, or $5, and then you can multiply the dollar amount with the amount of the tokens. But what is interesting to understand now, okay, let's say it's $4, $3, and you have here 500,000. That 500,000 you cannot pull out in one time. So you get 1% daily of 500,000. What it's also not bad, yes, because it's like $500 a day. It's like 15,000 a month. Yes. So, and that is why the price, when that happened, because that happens in a lot of coins, not that will happen. So not the same way how we will go up, it will go down because we don't have that sell pressure what other coins have. And that it's very important to understand what make us different and why we are the first sustainable ROE platform and first deflationary token.
Can you explain ARE platform? What is ARE?
Return of investment. Return of investment. So that it's meaning when you have like 100% ROE in 13 days, like example. So it's meaning when you put 1,000 in 30 days, you will have $1,000 back and you have your return of investment.
But the leverage here is extreme. I mean, starting with 5,000 tokens right now, which is a little.
Yeah, but you must compound it every day, and yes, that is the compound effect. That is why also richer get richer, because they compound their money. They don't have that stress to sell an asset. They're recompounded, and even when price go up or down and up and down, even me, I'm a trader. I don't care so much at the price, you know, because when I have an asset like Bitcoin or Ethereum and I think long term, so for me, when I invest, it's for 5 years, 10 years, I buy every dip. Every time when the Bitcoin have correction or Ethereum, I buy, and then I have a better entry price, because I don't buy on one price, because a lot of people try to snipe, try to say, okay, when it's 20,000, I will buy, but you never will snipe or hit the 20,000. Yes, so better it's to start to buy now down to 20,000 if you catch 20,000, and that it's also with Cairo token. Yes, the best entry is now, because now you have the less risk, because we have less market cap. After, when the coin is on $100 or $200, then you have more risk reward, because it's different if you start at $1 or $100. Yes, and that you must understand.
Very important here, excuse me, but that is really important to the whole community. And what we do here is, let's say, transmitting of knowledge, of understanding, and education videos. So when we say that the stock might be on $200 or $300, well, this is just to explain what effect that would mean. All right, this is not financial advice, what we do here. Right, so we are not advising you to invest in anything or whatever. This is just an educational video. That's our disclaimer, all three of us here. Right?
And very important, do also your own research. Go on Google, put liquidity mining, put farming, make your research, and then you will maybe also understand it easier what I was trying to introduce you today, and that possibility.
Right. So next thing is the AMA call. Ask me anything. Ask me what you want. For you watching this video, we will announce an AMA call in English, right? And Toni will be there, and everybody can ask him whatever you want regarding yield mining, liquidity mining, the Cairo token, and so on, all around this subject. Any more questions right now, Christian?
Time out now, time out, okay. A lot of information. Thank you very much, Toni. Sounds too good to be true. Sounds too good to be true. But very, very reasonable and interesting. Thank you very much, Toni.
Yes, I hope we will see us soon in the AMA call, and it was nice to be here, and yes, we will see us.
Perfect.
In the description of this video, you will find a link where you can now get this token for 90 cents. And don't forget, in 14 days from right now, they will list for $1. So any decision you do right now, is that a good one? I think it's a good one. Yeah. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you in the next video. Bye-bye.